Most of the news at E3 came in the flavor of titles we already know and at least hopefully love. Seriously though guys, there is a lot to be excited about in this department, so let's try to get to it all. Quick note to start off with is GTA 5. Not a new game, sure, but GTA 5 is finally coming to PC and next-gen consoles later this year. So if you thought GTA 5 looked good on the 360 or PS3, prepare to be really blown away. It'll definitely look a whole lot prettier on the next-gen consoles and high-end PCs, and since even GTA 4 still looks amazing with all the work modders did to it on PC, we can't even imagine what GTA 5 is going to look like once they get their hands on it. Batman Arkham Knight is also looking absolutely gorgeous. Just look at some of this gameplay that they've revealed. The previous games in the franchise, despite being really fun and well put together games, were also some of the only comic book universe games that have really enjoyed any critical success at all. So if you enjoyed Arkham Origins, I think we can pretty safely say that Arkham Knight should have a pretty secure place in your wishlist for 2015. Luckily for us fans, BioWare isn't done with the Mass Effect universe yet. They're working on a new game that we don't know too much about yet, but what little we're seeing is already making us really excited. The new game will feature a completely new cast of characters and promises to explore different stories and places within the same wonderful universe the Mass Effect games created. Assassin's Creed fans will definitely be happy to know that Unity is shaping up pretty nicely. While the game itself seems like it plays pretty much like any other Assassin's Creed game, it definitely looks a lot prettier than previous installments, as we would both hope and expect. The cover system looks to make stealth gameplay a lot more interesting in this edition of the franchise, which is set during the French Revolution. Unity debuts in October of this year. New and old gamers alike should be seriously rejoicing right now because Mortal Kombat X is real, it's gorgeous, and now there's some actual gameplay out. And wow, all we really have to say about it is that it looks exactly how a fighting game should on a next-gen console, and we cannot wait to get our hands on it when it's released next year. Then there is of course Halo 5 Guardians. Now we didn't get to see a ton of actual gameplay at E3 unfortunately, but we do know that the game is in good hands, being developed by 343 Industries, that were responsible for the very well-received Halo 4. We've got quite a wait on this one though. It's not expected to debut until the late half of 2015, so expect more details at the next E3. Moving right along, the next installment of Naughty Dog's Uncharted series will be coming in 2015 as well, and we got a small taste of the new game titled Uncharted 4: A Thief's End in the form of a trailer. We have a hard time imagining that this one will disappoint, but we don't have any hard details on it yet. Dragon Age Inquisition will mark the third in the Dragon Age series and will bring the rich storytelling, character interaction, and the unique strategic gameplay to the new Frostbite 3 engine for some really beautiful results. Come on, just look at that fire. Dragon Age Inquisition comes out later this year on PS3 and 4, Xbox 360 and One, and PC. The sexy, stylized, free-running game Mirror's Edge was a huge fan favorite and critical success, despite not being a major seller. But EA has greenlit a sequel, so it looks like you'll have a chance to play as Faith one more time after all. The new game is being developed on EA's Frostbite 3 engine as well, the same one that Battlefield 4 and Dragon Age Inquisition uses, so you can be sure there will be a nice view while you're jumping from rooftop to rooftop. We've also got a gameplay walkthrough of CD Projekt Red's The Witcher 3 at E3 this year. If you've played any of the previous Witcher games, you know exactly what you're in store for here, and The Witcher 3 is looking even more gorgeous than we had hoped. Definitely one to keep your eye on for its early 2015 release on PC and next gen. The Battlefield series takes an interesting turn with Battlefield Hardline that sees the series shift away from an actual wartime setting to a series of elaborate cops and robbers gameplay modes that pit teams against each other in, for instance, a heist that would be too ambitious for even Michael Bay to attempt to portray on screen. The biggest shock for many at E3 though was Rainbow Six Siege. We haven't seen a Rainbow Six game in, well, 6 years, and many will argue that we haven't seen a Rainbow Six game true to what the series represents since Rogue Spear back in 1999. What we saw in the gameplay demo was actual footage of a match, albeit with unrealistically scripted voice chatter. And it looks very much like what Rainbow Six really is. Extremely tactical, extremely dangerous. Without armor on, one shot will kill you, and you don't respawn. This is definitely something to be excited about, and we can't wait for more details.